All right. What's up, dope people? This your boy Hood, man. I'm hitting y'all up. This Yusef two times. Hood is my last name, but Yusef two times is my hip hop name. On this channel, I got my music. This is where I did my music. It's an album called Self Made Ology. It's the shirt. Self Made Ology. Just write that in all the music platforms. And the album is going to slap you dead in your face. Well, I just want to hit y'all up today because the boy Boosie it's come out right now as far as why he got locked up. And according to the ATF or whatever, this is a channel 2 Action News. They saying that he got locked up by the feds. But what happened is he made a mistake and had a gun on him when he did a video that went viral. So say he did a video at his crib and it went viral, they found a gun. And they saw a gun in his waistband. And that gun is what they also saw in the car that they like searched or whatever when they got to him. So that put him in a bad situation. See, as a black person, you already being watched. You already being seen. Karis once said it in a rap when I was a kid. He said, you know you're being watched. You know you're being seen. Some wish to destroy this scene. So I just say that these are metaphorical ways of letting you understand that you ain't really sliding through this country without being watched and seen by many people who really don't really like you. They want to destroy the scene you in. They want to destroy what you got going. So when he's on podcasts like Math Alpha, Vlad, TV, all these people doing his podcast runs, we all supporting Boosie, man. That's my dude. I love his music. I mean, he's standing up for us as black people, but he can catch on to the fact that these people watching him. So he got his gun. I mean, not his gun, but he got his mind just to kick it out here in the world. And these people on his head like, nah, boy, we got you. And they come and grab him. And so now he's sitting back in the feds and shit. And you know they probably got him doing 23 and 1 which is 23 hours in his cell and then 1 hour out because he's a celebrity. So he might not want to let him be in scenarios where somebody could try to hurt him or he hurt them. So it's just like, damn. So you just got to sit your butt in jail and just pray for the best. And it's like, damn, that's our guy, man. Boosie, this is crazy, though. And see, he was on podcast with, what's the boy name? Matt Hoffa. And he said, so if the Matt Hoffa asked, if the police pulled you over and you had guns in the car, what would you do? He said, well, my buddy or my security says they gun. They says they gun. And so, okay, I don't see nothing wrong with that. He's just talking shit. They don't know if they actually do that. The police pulled his bluff, and they rolled down on him with the guns in the car. And so they say, the one, I'm assuming the guy said, this my gun. The other guy said, that's his gun. And then this third gun, who gun is this? And he said, one of the guys says, my gun. They got their records. So they can say, well, we looked at this video on this Instagram live that you put up. That gun looked like this gun we found in the car. Is it the same gun? Whether he confess or whether he fight it, that'll be up to him. But the situation is that he's caught. And by also making that admission, that leaves it to the fact that you gave up your information before you even needed to use it. So now when you need to use it, all they gotta say is, you already told us this, but you're gonna say, you already kind of claimed that. Was that your Boosie character, or was that you, Torrance Hatch? What person said that? Do they care, perhaps? I'm sure if they offer you jail time, they don't give a damn who you blame it on. And you know, all they really got to do is go to one of the security guards and offer them some real time. And I'm sure they got regular lives. They not rappers. They got families, girlfriends, whatever they want to do, and they're not going to take no rap for you just so you can go free and live in your mansion, and they sitting in some horrible jail cell talking about some, but I'm loyal, or I'm a gang member with you. I don't know what the fuck mindset they on. But the fact of the matter is that you put yourself in a scenario like that, and there's nothing you can do about it at this point. So it's like, I mean, I guess, you know, the whole point is this. He was a felon, and he was basically finna go down for having a gun. I mean, for attempted murder. And somehow, through the God grace, he beat the case. So obviously, as a convicted felon, probably for other crimes, he beat that case. But for other situations or other scenarios, or maybe the same arrest, he had other crimes that they convicted him on in his lifetime. And so they look at that as a convicted felon. So now it's all these rules and regulations about you having guns and where you can't have guns, you can't hold a gun, you can't have a bullet. And if you do, it's all these mandatory things that you got to follow as a convicted felon. Just like you can't vote, it's just like you probably can't do a lot of things. So it's like, if he break that, being a big time celebrity, like even if he had his own house and he got a gun in the house, it's like they could look at any of these things and trap you and say, okay, well, there you go. You gave us the evidence we need to use against you, which is a video. And it's like, damn. I'm not going to say he dumb, but it's like, what the fuck was you thinking? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Like, and then it's almost like, who threatened you around your crib? I don't know if he was at home, though, because he could be somewhere else. But I'm assuming he was at his crib on this Instagram live video. That's like, who threatened you at the crib? Like, you can't even walk around your house without having a gun? Like, get the fuck. And it's a mansion. So it's like, but I don't know because he got shot. So it could be paranoia, you know what I'm saying? Or just thinking that anything can happen at any time. So he want to be properly prepared, but you just don't know because it's happening in his life. And until he explained what's happening, you just wouldn't know. It's a million thoughts and scenarios you could conjure in your mind, but you wouldn't even actually know what's going on. So it's just crazy because, we always been Boosie supporters. We rock with his music. We always rock with him. But, you can't control what somebody do. He's a grown man. So, the way he moved, how he moved, who he has around him, it's all his personal choice. You know what I'm saying? So even making podcast visits and shit and talking about really touchy situations and touchy issues because he talked about all kind of shit. Any question the guy asked him, he answered. Like one of the points he said is the guys who don't speak up, who don't do interviews. He was, I guess, referring to rappers. He said they not real men. He said, because somebody paying your bill, and if they pay your money, then they shutting you up. And he said, don't nobody pay my bills. Boosie said, I pay my own bills. He said, I pay for everything I do. I make my own music. I travel like this. I get money for podcasts. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. So he living. He's doing what he wants for himself. But his only issue is the gun situation. So in his personal life, he got to hide guns. He got to hide guns all the time. And so it's like, even as a convicted felon, that's a chance you risk. But maybe he knew if that video went out that they would say something. They just never said nothing. And then now here's the time when they just come popping out and he going to be like, damn, he could be like, man, I knew this was going to happen because I put my gun on me that day. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So June 29th is on the way. We'll see what that court date means. I don't know what his next step is in it. Do they announce the charges to him? Do they actually ask him, do you have a lawyer? Like, what's the steps? But he got to have some kind of high-power lawyer if he going to beat that kind of case because otherwise he might be sitting down for quite a while. And the feds, too, I'm sure it's a probably pretty expensive case, So, and then some people say that when black men getting that kind of money, that is, the people ain't going to let you, like, live like that. Like, they're going to make sure, that they sue you or do something to help you separate yourself from that money. So is these like wives' tales real and shit? Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section. I want some answers. If you got some, let me know what you think about Boosie being arrested and even for a gun charge. And also let me know what you think about how much time you think he should get. Should he do the maximum sentence, whatever they saying, or the maximum minimum, or the minimum sentence, or should you think they should just let him out and say, God, come on, dude, just do better? I want to know what y'all think, and I appreciate you watching. Holla.